Did you hear about the massacre that happened in Benue State in Nigeria? That happened recently, just a few days ago, where many farmers and innocent lives were killed. They were burned alive. People were killed mercilessly. What is actually going on? Let's look at it. What is going on? Let's look at first something that is happening with the Benue State. Benue State is the food basket of the entire country, Nigeria. It's the food basket of Nigeria. And there are very peculiar things about Benue State. It is a state that produces one of the largest yam in the country. And there's a state actually in Nigeria that actually has a market that is like the largest yam market in the entire Africa. Guess what state is it? Benue State. Benue State has a market that is the largest yam market in the entire Africa, because yam can actually be a multi-trillion dollar business in the next couple of years. You see, we are going somewhere. I will show you something now, because we need to look at this thing, as a bigger picture, not to just look at it as a, one part, like, because when they come down and say, it's a tribal crisis, it is a ethnic crisis, it is a religious crisis, let's solve the religious crisis, let's solve the tribal crisis. No, it is a cover-up. There is a main agenda. I will show you. Now, the Benue State has some very peculiar things that we need to understand about that state. It has the largest yam market in the entire Africa. And we say this yam thing we're talking about can be a multi-trillion dollar business in the next couple of years. Because Africa is the only continent in the world that produces yam. You can imagine that. And Nigeria in particular is among the top leading producers of yam. And Benue State, as a matter of fact, produces more than 70% of the yam produce in the entire country. Maybe 50 to 70%. Sometimes now it's coming down, but before it was very high, but now it's like maybe 50 something percent that the state is producing now for the entire country. So it produces yam, cassava, rice, and many other staples food, grains that is eaten all over the country. So now what you see with that is these guys want to make sure that they clamp down on our food production. They want to make sure they destroy our food business, they destroy our food production, they destroy